Tonight on Cinema, we investigate the underground world of projection, a closed-off environment of machines and film that consistently run even when no one is watching the performances. We try to shine a light on the strange paranormal activities performed by the many abandoned workers left for years at a time inside, and try and understand how such an environment can push once normal employees over the edge. This is the world of the Projectionist. Cinema. It is a massive worldwide business, showing the latest feature films to a huge expanding audience. With ticket sales at the box office increasing, it is a multi-million-pound industry, with thousands of people walking through the doors every day. Behind the scenes, upstairs, the work is consistent. At first we could see the dedication and true pride the employees took in their work. With the meticulous cleaning and speedy assembly of prints and trailers, a high standard was set for every show. But after only a few minutes, we began to see the environment around us in a new light. With no windows or any contact with the outside world, the projection suite began to feel closed in and isolated. It was only now we realized how dark it actually was. We tried to keep our distance, and at all times left the projectionists to get on with their work. Even though most of the time they didn't appear to know what they were doing. Everything was moving along smoothly until something about our presence in their projection suite suddenly put them on edge. A slow sense of paranoia and distrust was made very apparent, and none of the workers appeared to want to talk to us. We began to feel more and more that the projection suite itself had to be the cause. After a few hours, our eyesight began to play tricks on us. The consistent whirring sound from the projectors heightened the tense atmosphere. A closer examination of one of the employees showed a dazed and confused appearance, almost as if they were in a trance, but continued to work non-stop. The projectionists were allowed one meal a day, at a convenient time that suited the management, usually at 3 AM in the morning when everyone else had gone home. With the sudden freedom from work, with no constraints, the projectionist relationship with his junk food is one of a deeply disturbing nature. A brief moment when a projectionist is given the freedom to take control over a situation, even if it is with a slightly charred burger and fries. Often, cinemas will only employ projectionists if they have a high metabolism and can survive on caffeine, sugar and salt alone. Soon, the employees are back to work, and the well-oiled machines are running again. But in a rare moment of confusion, something goes wrong. A worker forgets to splice a piece of film together, and the results are catastrophic. Panic quickly ensues, with most of the workers running in the wrong direction to get away from the troublemaker. Realizing his mistake, the worker tries to make a bid for freedom, but is quickly apprehended by the management. He is locked in a darkened cupboard to do paperwork for the next few weeks, and won't be released back into the projection suite until he understands splicing film is a way of life. Back in the suite, the sudden incident has upset the projectionists. Added with the previous paranoia, and so soon after a meal of junk food, it has all become too much for one worker, who trails the building looking for a reason to live. I interviewed some of the managers and asked them what they thought of their projectionists.
They're horrible people. I'd say, well, they've got a serious mental disorder. Morally, They're a threat to society. Why are they in our society? But okay, they've got to be put away somehow, but they've got to be treated mentally. They can't just be shoved in a prison with people that aren't so mentally disturbed, because it's not helping them. They're not going to be helped, I don't think.
Oh, socially, I mean, absolutely terrible. Goodness me, these people is, are complete barbarians with small minds. You know, often these people are, I suppose they do what they do just to sort of glorify themselves, you know.
I'd bring hanging back in, I think. I don't think our system is strong enough at the moment. Definitely not strong enough. They go to these prisons and...
Before long, the projectionist gets over his fear, settles down, and is able to go back to work. But the damage is done, and a great nervous disposition is now upon him. His frantic behaviour, erratic movements, cause friction, and it was only a matter of time before something would go wrong again. The projectionist has put on the wrong film, and is beside himself. This inexcusable mistake does not go down well with the management, and a more permanent solution is decided upon.
Come on now! I need my projection first.
With more and more projectionists disappearing from our cinemas due to serious mental problems and a lack of vitamin D, our whole industry could be under threat. With no one sane to run the projectors, the whole system could fall apart.
An absolute disgrace. I mean, no, there's no comeback. There's no comeback.
Next time on Cinema, Managers.
I don't want you filming this.
The stresses of the job.
Come on!
When the count doesn't balance when catching up. And losing their patience with staff members.
Dean, there's customers to be served. You're sleeping on the job again.
Plus, a replacement arrival in projection causes tension. And a live kitten is released into the projection suite.
No!